Fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I'm going to tell you a story about how I prepared to speak to two very different groups on the same day, on the same topic, and the surprisingly different results I received, quite serendipitously. Early in September, I received a phone call from the HR women's group in Silicon Valley telling me, reminding me, you're speaking on October 16th for us. Oh my God, I'd completely forgotten. And then I got off the phone and I said, no, I'm actually speaking for two groups that day. Oh no. So I got myself into prep mode really fast. And I pulled out some materials that I have put together to prepare for public speaking. And I have it grouped into three sections. The first one is coordinating before the event. The second section is arriving and setting the stage before you speak. And then the third is actually delivering the speech. This is going to be easy. One speech, 2 times, piece of cake, right? Okay, let's see. So I got out my little checklist. I said, okay, I need to give them a title. I need to give them a paragraph about it. I have to find out about who's going to be there. Where's it going to be? What's the lighting like? Will they have a projector or do I need to bring a projector? What about a screen? What's the agenda? Are they going to be eating? Are they not going to be eating? How much time do I have? Who's my point of contact? Blah, 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 blah. All those kinds of things, right, that you have to know ahead of time. Well, the HR group, clockwork. They actually contacted me. They had their little checklist. The Salinas group that I spoke to at lunchtime, not so prepared. It was like pulling teeth with this group. And I had to feed them everything. So I was also going to be speaking on the top of advancing women leaders, but I was not going to be talking about my program. So I brought some materials. I wanted them to be able to hear about it because that was very important for me that they understood about my program and perhaps some follow-up. I mean, one of the reasons why I was speaking to them is to get the word out about my program. So I asked my friend Jennifer to go along with me because there's so many hats that you have to wear and you have to be able to focus and be prepared for your speech. She's like, okay, no problem, I'll go with you. So we get to the Salinas restaurant at 11 a.m. and I'm meeting the husband of the president of the club who has a projector under his arm and he says, oh yeah, somebody else is bringing the screen. They should be here pretty soon. Okay, so we go inside and there's all the prep. You have to say, well, where are we going to put the screen? How's the light coming in the room? Can we close the curtains? How dark is it going to be? How light does it need to be? Get that right. And then the resolution on your computer for the PowerPoint. Is the PowerPoint going off the screen? Is it this little tiny thing that shows up on the screen like this? Or do I have to move that projector all the way back and have it on somebody's lap so that it's big enough? All those kinds of things. We had to do that together. I was finally able to spend a little bit of time and go out and press the flesh and say hello to all the people that were there. The meeting started late. And of course, they had all kinds of announcements. And I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, they're taking up my time. This is my time. So I'm slashing out of my speech, taking stuff out of it, because I know I only have 40 minutes or whatever it happened to be. And I got to cut some things out. So the president introduces me. People were still eating. Some hadn't gotten their food. Clank, 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 going on all over the place, okay? I looked out to see if people were kind of getting what I was saying, but it was hard to tell. They were all chewing. Do you have any opinions about what I'm saying? Few opinions. Then when I was about halfway through my 40-minute speech, I got the 5-minute mark. Oh, okay, I better speed this up a little bit. I rushed the ending, and everybody clapped, a few questions. I thought, okay, they said they really liked it. I don't think it really went well. Jennifer, what do you think? It was okay, way better than you were in January. It must be that Toastmasters class. So on to Silicon Valley, we get up there, we walk in the room, up on the screen, my logo prominently displayed, the title of my speech. I walk in, I'm greeted immediately. The host brings me over to the podium and says, oh, there's a bottle of water there for you, here's the remote for your slides, and let me take you around and introduce you to everybody. Huh. Right? Okay. So all the women were in business attire, there's 68 tables, everybody has a seat, a place to write. I get up there and I look out in this room and there's 40 business women that want to hear what I have to say. I felt this rush of confidence. I was even tranquil. I was in the zone. These were my peeps, okay? So I got through the speech. They piggybacked on everything that I had to say, had lots of questions for me. And at the end, and I finished on time, I got to do my whole speech. And they asked me about my program. I told them about it. I got lots of applause. I made a lot of connections that night. And as we were getting ready to leave, we were putting our things together, I thought, you know what, all that prepping is really important. But it's that secret weapon of knowing your audience and connecting to them and making it have meaning for them. And on the drive home, Jennifer exclaimed to me, oh my God, I can't believe how much better you were tonight than you were at lunchtime. You were 10 times better. I said, I think so too.